Welcome to Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center's Oral Deaf Education Program. We are proud to be Western New York's longest-running listening and spoken language program, providing comprehensive services to children who are deaf and hard of hearing since 2003. We appreciate you spending the time to take this virtual tour in order to learn more about the opportunities we may be able to provide you and your child. Our program provides an option for children who are deaf and hard of hearing to develop listening and spoken language skills. Our trained team of audiologists, speech-language pathologists, and teachers of the deaf work closely with parents and caregivers to ensure a child has adequate listening, to monitor and encourage the development of milestones, and to provide coaching and education in order to empower parents and assist them in enhancing learning throughout all environments. We believe that the team approach, with you as the parent in the driver's seat, is essential and directly related to a child's progress. Our center-based program, located at 50 East North Street, offers group early intervention sessions and a full-day preschool option. The ultimate goal of our program is to assist parents in reaching their goal of their child utilizing spoken language successfully. We seek to provide intensive services at this young age so that children are able to develop age-appropriate skills across areas and mainstream as soon as possible. With appropriate access to sound and a team approach with parent carryover, along with a strong understanding of individualized needs, children who are deaf and hard of hearing can learn at the same rate and have just as much or more success as their hearing peers. An essential part of our team is our audiologist. She works with our classroom teams to provide education regarding hearing aids and cochlear implants. She is also a daily part of our program in order to support the team in troubleshooting, answering parent questions, and providing parent support. Our speech-language pathologists and classroom teachers communicate important information with our audiologist regarding your child's functional skills within the group setting. This allows us to ensure that your child's hearing devices are set accurately to allow access to information being taught. Our audiologist will also continue to evaluate your child's hearing regularly and update ear molds and technology as necessary. She may pull your child from the classroom and take them upstairs to the audiology suite. You will receive communication via phone, email, or your child's communication notebook in order to ensure you have the updated information regarding your child's hearing. Remember, essential to any child learning to communicate through listening and spoken language is the ability to hear and process information. This means that all team members need to work together to ensure hearing is first and foremost the best that it can be. Our early intervention program is supported and approved through the counties of Western New York. Within this program, we provide special education, speech-language therapy, and audiological services to children who are deaf and hard of hearing from 18 months through age 2. This program may be appropriate for your child, no matter level of hearing or hearing loss. Children attend school up to 3 days per week for 3 hours each day and typically receive individual speech-language therapy each day. Days of attendance are individualized for each child and are dependent upon the level of intervention needed. The main goals of the classroom setting for our early intervention group are providing social interaction with similarly age-matched peers, developing listening skills in a larger setting, teaching parents and caregivers listening and spoken language strategies, and building language knowledge. The classroom schedule is typically similar throughout each day in order to provide children with a predictable routine and practice to repetitive, common vocabulary. The classroom staff provide play and real-life activities in order to enhance functional communication. Guided free play, circle time, and breakfast, along with music and movement activities, are all part of the daily schedule. Parent involvement is essential to the success of each child within the classroom. Coaching opportunities will continue for parents and are a part of all children's individualized plans. Our preschool program is supported and approved through the school districts with whom we collaborate. Within this program, we provide special education, speech-language therapy, and audiological services for children who are deaf and hard of hearing from 3 to 5 years of age. Children attend school Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. Our preschool classroom is staffed with one special education teacher and one classroom aide. Services such as occupational and physical therapy are also provided as per a child's individualized education plan. The main goal of the classroom setting for our preschool group is to provide an ideal listening environment for the purpose of supporting the auditory, cognitive, social, and vocabulary needs of students. The classroom team works closely with our audiologists and speech-language pathologists to ensure that each child's goals are a focus across settings. Unique to our program is the intensive level of speech-language therapy that each child receives. In general, and although this may vary depending on a child's individual needs, each child receives small group therapy for 2 hours each day. This level of therapy provides opportunity to focus on each area of language, building skills quickly so as to allow a child to close the gap with regard to their language skills and ideally prior to their transition to kindergarten. In conjunction, children often need significantly less therapy once transitioning to the mainstream, allowing more time with their hearing peers in the general education classroom. Overall, we strive to encourage a love for learning by modeling and fostering good listening skills and habits, independent and cooperative learning, and social emotional awareness. Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center's Oral Deaf Education program was modeled after the Moog Center for Deaf Education located in St. Louis, Missouri. Like this school, we believe that children who are deaf and hard of hearing can learn to talk, which also means accessing spoken language for learning, reading, and writing, just as well as their hearing peers. Our classroom model also follows the lead of this school, with teachers providing opportunities for each child to participate in all activities throughout the day, regardless of the intensive speech-language therapy services they receive. A key component to the philosophy is the model and imitation approach. In addition to following the Moog philosophy of teaching, our preschool classroom follows the New York State Preschool Core Knowledge Language Arts, Eureka Math, and Second Step curriculums. The curriculums are modified in order to meet the individualized needs of each student. Each of these curricula are taught using hands-on manipulatives as well as social opportunities, music, movement, songs, and books. Most importantly, teaching teams build on ways to infuse curriculum targets throughout daily activities such as mealtimes, play, and toileting. Listening and the development of auditory skills are a focus during all times throughout the day. Classroom teachers and aides provide language models through model and imitation, as well as provide consistent opportunities to encourage the development of listening skills through following directions, listening for word differences, answering auditory comprehension questions related to information read or spoken aloud, and social interactions. Every opportunity throughout the day at school provides an opportunity for listening and learning. Children learn best through play, and our classrooms are structured with this in mind. There are teacher and child-led opportunities for children to engage in various play and learning activities throughout the school day. To help the children understand classroom expectations, a picture schedule is created, posted, and referenced. This also assists with transitions between activities, both in and out of the classroom, which can be particularly challenging for young children. The teaching teams work together to set up their classrooms to meet both the individual and group needs of the children. Independence is fostered for each child, and expectations are developed based on individual differences. All children need the opportunity to run, jump, climb, and release their energy. Within the lower level of our North Street School, we have a safe, age-appropriate gym that classroom teams have access to, as well as a fenced-in playground that includes opportunities for water play. Walks around the medical campus also allow for movement. During these times, team members remain with the children and focus on building upon their play, social, sensory, and gross motor skills. A child's physical or occupational therapist may occasionally join during these classroom times as well, assessing and focusing on the functional skills needed during these times of interaction. Other information that is important to note includes the following. Curb-to-curb busing services are available, or you can choose to transport your child to and from school. A combination of these two may occur. However, the weekly schedule must be consistent with relatively few changes throughout the school year. Breakfast is offered for our early intervention and preschool classrooms, and lunch is offered as part of our preschool classroom for no cost to our families. Breakfast consists of items such as milk, juice, muffins, Pop-Tarts, and yogurt. A hot lunch is provided by Buffalo Public Schools and is delivered daily. Meal times provide daily nutrients for growing and learning, while also allowing children opportunities to make choices, learn how to use utensils, try new foods, follow directions, and socialize with peers and adults. It is important to be sure to communicate your child's allergies, eating habits, and/or concerns involving food and meal times with their classroom team. Children do not need to be potty trained upon enrollment into our program. Our classroom teams take an active role in supporting families and encouraging this skill when appropriate for their child. Each classroom has a bathroom facility that is shared between two classrooms. For children who continue to require diapers or pull-ups, we ask that families send the appropriate number of diapers or pull-ups for the school day, or a package of products that are labeled and stored in the bathroom for use by their child only. From time to time, special visitors come to North Street to enhance the curriculum or support holidays that are celebrated. This is a great way for children to become involved in their community, carry over skills learned in the classroom, and socialize with others. In order for your child to demonstrate maximum progress across all areas, it is essential that you, as parents and caregivers, are actively involved in communicating with your child's classroom team. Just as every opportunity throughout the school day provides an opportunity for listening and learning, so do opportunities outside of school. Meal times, family get-togethers, bath time, playtime, car rides, and everything in between all involve learning. Our team is there to assist you in having fun during these times while also meeting your child's current learning needs. Regular communication and participation is essential. There are many ways parents can choose to communicate with staff, which include a communication notebook, emails, phone calls, parent-teacher conferences, classroom observations, and the Remind app. When considering communication with your teaching staff, please remember to choose a time when they are not working with children so as to give you their undivided attention, ideally before or after program hours.
Welcome to the social work department, where we love to identify and process feelings, practice ways of calming down for self-regulation, and teaching your child fair ways to play with other children in order to develop those social skills. These are a few of the posters that you will see hanging around the school and being implemented into the classroom daily. Meet your social work team at North Street, Lindley Johnson and Shannon Lotz. The social work team here at North Street provides an array of services and support for families and staff. We provide social-emotional counseling for children who have an IEP mandate. We are also a family support specialist and an advocate for your child. We serve as a communication liaison and counseling resource for all families. We facilitate social skills groups for children and education trainings and support groups for parents. We deliver ongoing assessments of your child, and we collaborate with team members and families to facilitate comprehensive treatment. We respond to crisis situations and manage any and all concerns in relation to Child Protective Services. We also provide coaching and support when implementing curriculum into the classroom. In some of these classes here at North Street, they do follow the second step curriculum for social emotional learning.
Part of our role as social workers is providing counseling services to children deemed appropriate. At a preschool special education level, counseling is not like your traditional mental health therapy. Counseling at a preschool special education level focuses on areas of social emotional development, such as initiative, attachment relationships, social skills, so appropriately interacting with others, cooperative play, so sharing space, sharing toys and items, taking turns, trading, learning regulation strategies, so learning about a variety of emotions and how to cope when experiencing different feelings, and learning to express wants and needs in a safe, appropriate manner. Assessment tools are completed by the teacher and caregivers as data to present to the school district on why counseling would be appropriate for the child. The service is then added to the child's IEP at a certain frequency. From there, the child will meet with the social worker assigned to his or her classroom to work on social emotional IEP goals in the social work suite therapy room, play therapy room. Social emotional curriculums and philosophies such as second step and DR floor time are incorporated into sessions. A variety of therapist-led and child-led activities are provided. The focus of our sessions is always being mindful of the child's developmental needs, individual differences, and most importantly, the relationship with that child.
North Street occupational and physical therapists have successfully serviced preschool students with their individualized educational program goals and objectives. Our licensed therapists service students one-on-one, in small groups, or with classroom instruction. They provide direct and consultative student services. Therapists work on sensory regulation, gross motor skills, fine and visual motor skills, motor planning, self-help skills, routines, and address difficulties with staying on task, disorganization, or for reasons that might affect a learning or behavior. Occupational therapists work to help students perform particular tasks necessary for participation or learning. The whole purpose of preschool-based occupational therapy is to help kids succeed. They look at the whole child, tackle individual tasks, helping students find ways to do things they need and want to do. They also help plan and prepare preschoolers for the transition to kindergarten. They might focus on skills such as self-care routines like getting dressed, which works on fine motor skills and motor planning, writing and copying letters and shapes, which works on fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination, holding and controlling a crayon or using scissors, which works on fine motor skills, motor planning, and hand strength, or reacting to sensory input, which are self-regulation skills. Occupational therapists also provide consultation and support to teachers and staff to facilitate child success, such as about how classroom designs affect attention, why particular children behave inappropriately at certain times, and promote safety within the school environment. Preschool-based physical therapists are also part of the educational team who supports and promotes functional independence through learning. This is different from medical-based physical therapy. The scope of physical therapy services within the educational environment is directed toward allowing the student to participate in and benefit from his or her educational program. Just like occupational therapy, physical therapy services are provided in conjunction with a multidisciplinary special educational team. Physical therapy services are provided in a setting where the educational needs of the child have the highest priority. Intervention and goals in the preschool setting promotes independence, increases participation, facilitates motor development and function, improves strength and endurance, enhances learning opportunities, and eases challenges with daily caregiving. The Buffalo Hearing and Speech Sensory Room is an intervention that therapists use to help teach children with autism and other behavioral or sensory challenges to regulate their bodies in a way that allows them to achieve success in the classroom. Time in the sensory room helps students improve their visual, auditory, and tactile processing, as well as fine and gross motor skills. By providing a sense of calm and comfort by using vestibular or proprioceptive movement, the sensory room also helps the children learn to self regulate their behaviors, which ultimately improves their focus. Improved focus and information processing can make a significant impact on their ability not only to learn, but in how they engage with their teachers and peers.
We appreciate you spending the time to take this virtual tour with us. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or if you would like further information regarding our program.